BCCI is killing cricket. That was the statement coming out of the Supreme Court for the Board of Control for Cricket in India, as well as its president in exile, N. Srinivasan, or the Justice Mudgal report. The top court also slammed Srinivasan for holding both the position of BCCI chief as well as owning an IPL team. Here's more.
Unprecedented fireworks in the country's top court today, with the BCCI being roasted like never before. Pushed against the wall by the Supreme Court's thundering observations, the IPL spot-fixing saga is at its most critical juncture. The BCCI could ignore public anger, questions from the media and a countrywide sentiment for cricket to be cleaned up. But it cannot ignore the Supreme Court that has finally run out of patience. The BCCI stands accused of killing the gentleman's game, and N. Srinivasan stands questioned for his desperation to return at the helm of the BCCI. The Supreme Court asked the BCCI if it isn't a clear conflict of interest for the board president to also own an IPL team. The justices didn't spare the BCCI and Srinivasan for publicly declaring that they had been exonerated. The Supreme Court has made it crystal clear Srinivasan is not off the hook yet, since he's a team owner. In perhaps its most damaging observation, the Supreme Court angrily pronounced the BCCI and IPL a mutual benefit society, in response to the BCCI's strenuous attempt to project the IPL as a separate governing body from the board. And when the BCCI's lawyers assured the Supreme Court that action against the guilty was imminent, the court said that they really had no other choice.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट आज इस नतीजे पे पहुंचा है कि कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट जो है, जो शायद श्रीनिवासन जी के लिए कठिन बनेगा इस सुप्रीम कोर्ट.
While the petitioners' demand to make individual 2 and 3 public was not granted, they did bring up the charge of cover-up on Srini and brought up their depositions before Mudgal panel, claiming Mayappan had no role in Chennai Super Kings, while the contrary has been established by court. On Tuesday, the action continues. The focus shifts to Gurunath Mayappan and his role in the Chennai Super Kings, who was the only party yet to respond. But for the country's most powerful cricket administrator, Srinivasan, his comeback bid as BCCI chief has been dealt with a lethal blow. All eyes now rest on the board's next move.
In the words of petitioner Aditya Verma, it wasn't a healthy day for the BCCI in the court today. And that in fact will be the sentiment that will ring across the country. Never before have such serious questions on BCCI's inner workings been raised in the highest court of the land. And now the BCCI is incumbent to act and clean our cricket. With camera person Sanjeev Kumar at the Supreme Court, Shivani Gupta for Headlines Today.